Sanvanani guys, Dumelang, hello. I hope you guys had a great week. I hope you guys are still keeping well, and I hope you guys are still taking care and prioritizing your mental health, and you're resting when you have to, and you're controlling what you can, and if you can't, just release it to God and it will make a plan. Because I believe that if you really work hard, doors will indeed open. So yeah, to all the returning subscribers, what's up, what's happening? I hope you guys are enjoying your stay here, and all the new subscribers, thank you so much for joining this channel. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Like, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe, because your subscription would really make this channel grow, and would also increase the channel's visibility to psych students. We're probably going to need this information more. So I've been in this journey, and I know the struggles that come with being a psych student. So without information or without knowledge, it gets worse. So in essence, I'm just trying to tell you guys, please subscribe so that we do help a psych student who is desperate, who's in desperate need of this information, who's trying to navigate either their honors or master's journey, and hopefully when they get this kind of information, they would be able to find their journey much easier. Today we are talking about my profession, which is research psychology. So I am currently an intern research psychologist, registered with the HPCSA. So I am on a 12-month internship. This is my first month. So I'm doing this video just to give an insight into my profession, and hopefully it gives clarity to somebody who might be considering this kind of specialty. So if you are interested, go ahead and watch the rest of the video. So before we get to the point of this video, let me first inform that in psychology we have 6 specialties that are accredited by the HPCSA. Research psychology being one of them, clinical, counseling, industrial or organizational, neuro, and then educational psychology. So if you have been considering anything outside of these, it's not accredited in South Africa. So cool. What is research psychology? I think the profession is self-explanatory. There is research, then there is psychology. Meaning, in simple terms, you are a psychologist who is going to specialize in research. So a lot of you know psychologists to be people you go to when you need therapy, or you want to talk about your problems, and then they get to talk to you and stuff. So if you come to me, I'm not going to be able to do that. I cannot do that with you, because every specialty in South Africa has what we call a scope of practice, meaning what they're not allowed to do, regulated by the profession. So as a research psychologist, let me first break this down. So there is a research component. I think a lot of you do know what research is. If you don't know, research is a systematic investigation into a phenomenon, and in this case, the phenomenon would be psychology. And psychology being the study of human behavior and cognitive processes. Cognitive processes being how you think, feel, and behave. And please note, I did not say what you feel, think, or behave, because a lot of people think psychologists are people who know what you're thinking or what you are feeling. That is not. We are trying to understand how you feel, how you think, and how you behave. So that means as a research psychologist, you would be doing a research around those aspects. However, as you grow into the profession, you are allowed to explore other areas of research, which you might find interesting. So as a research psychologist, you would be expected to know different kind of research methodologies that you can use while conducting research, and you will be expected to know how to do those, your qual, quant, and mixed methods. You will be expected also to be able to present your findings, because when you conduct your research, You need to be able to have findings and be able to present them. That means you will be expected to present them either through article publications, your editorials, your conferences. You need to be able to be a good communicator, both through verbal communication or written communication. Thirdly, you need to be able to use psychological assessments or psychometric measures for the purpose of research, and solely research and nothing else. You're not allowed to use psychological assessments for the purpose of diagnosing or anything else. That is not your scope of practice. Fourthly, you will be expected to be an advocate or be involved in advocacy work. So let's say I am specializing in mental health. I'm just going to put it in general. I need to be able to speak for mental health, do projects that involve mental health, because the point of research is not just to know what's happening, but also be able to provide solutions to make an impact into our societies, to understand what people are going through, and also help develop strategies and interventions that would make their lives better. So when you are a research psychologist, you have a bigger role to play, because in as much as, let's say, a clinical psychologist would offer therapy, you might still do a research on whether or not that kind of therapeutic strategy that they're using is effective for a particular group. And that is a big role to play, guys. So I'm not convincing you to go to research psychology, I'm just showing you the bigger picture. Then the fifth one would be research consultancy. While a lot of people are doing research and they know how to do research, as a research psychologist, you need to be a specialist. You need to be able to know more than what an ordinary research student is doing, so that you are able to offer advices, you are able to start and conceptualize your own project, you'll be able to get funds and run a project at a national or international level. That would really make a difference. For example, if you look at research councils like your SAMREC, your HSRC, you would realize that there are what we call research specialists. Those people are probably what we call research consultants, because they know their story and they can lead a project on their own. I think that's what I know so far about what being a research psychologist would entail. So if you're somebody who's not interested in research, this is definitely not for you. But if you have already started your journey into psychology and you feel like, I'm not like somebody who can sit with a client and discuss their issues and help them understand themselves better, or whatever that they're going through better, this is another channel that you can consider. Of course, there are other specialities that you can consider. I'm not really the right person to be discussing what other options entail. So that's what research psychology in basic simple terms is. The next question would be, where can I study for my research psychology masters? And please note that the course is not always called research psychology. At WITS, they call it Master of Arts and Social and Psychological Research, but you would definitely be informed whether or not that course will enable you to register with the board. So currently there are 5 universities that are accredited to offer research psychology in South Africa. The 6th one lost its accreditation, which was UNISA. So the 5 are WITS, then UP, University of Pretoria, then Northwestern University, then Western Cape University, and the University of KwaZulu-Natal. So those are the universities that where you can do your masters in research psychology. Anywhere else, no, you're not doing research psychology, you're doing research. You're doing master's by dissertation. And also I know that there are people who are doing masters by coursework and they think they're doing research psychology. You are not going to be eligible to register if you study outside those 5 universities, and even if you're doing masters by coursework. You should be able to register as a student psychologist before March. So those will be the indicators on whether or not you are in the right path. You will also be informed about such information, and the class will not have like a lot of people. You would be less than 13 most of the time, somewhere there, but not more than 15. And you should be able to attend classes full time. I know the VETS offers a part-time course as well, but like I said, you will be informed. And the modules, all of your modules will revolve around research and psychological assessments, nothing else. So you will be doing your qualitative, your quantitative, your research in context. I'm speaking about VETS modules. You're doing your stats, and then and you're also going to work on your research report. So that's all about where to study for your research psychology. Then the next question would be, where do you get your internship once you are done with your M1, which is your first year of masters? So we were given a list at WITS of where we can get the internships, but I'm just gonna speak about the ones I have applied for, or the ones I was successfully able to communicate and they confirmed that they do offer internships for the year that I applied. So the first one would be the MPI, which is your Military Psychological Institute. The second one would be South African Medical Research Council. The third one would be PHRU. They have two internships, one at Steve Biko Academic Hospital and one at, there's like another academic hospital in Northwest. And then there is one at UNISA. I forgot what the name of the internship is called. And then they also have another one at the Northwest University. Then there is also one at UKZN, Caprisa, but you would be expected to do a PhD while you are doing your internship, because it's kind of funded by the DSI. Is it DSI, Department of Science and Innovation? Yeah, there is the one by social surveys, and the one by JVR, something like that. I will just confirm, J versus R, something like that. So each of the internships would require different skills, and they will also have different research specialties. Also, internships are not automatically handed to you, so you will have to go through a selection process, interviews, to be placed into the internship site. And then the last question would be, where can I get a job once I'm done with my internship? And my best answer would be, firstly, consider where you did your internship, especially if it was an accredited internship. That's the best place you could ever start. The second thing would be, if you have done what we call a tailor-made internship, you would have to think about advocacy, because a lot of tailor-made internships are offered by the NGOs and the universities. And then the third one would be teaching or lecturing. If you are somebody like me who likes teaching and also would want to do research at the same time, being a university lecturer would be a great idea. Other people love research, but they don't want to be involved to that extent. So research administration would be a good option. You go and do research administration and you're good. Then the other one would be to remain as a researcher. So that means you would have to be a research specialist, a research assistant, or any other research role within the research councils like your HSLC, Human Science Research Council, and South African Medical Research Council. Those are the biggest ones that I know. And also you can do consultancy. If you feel like you're ready to be independent and you are sure with your skills and you feel like, I got this, then research consultancy is definitely for you. And the last one, which I've had a lot of people doing after their internship, especially those who've been in assessment spaces, is market research. So if you don't know what market research is, go to LinkedIn and just type market research related jobs. You would see what the job description would be. and those other options which I have for you. So if you have any question regarding what we do as research psychologists, or you just want to find out something else, you type that out in the comment section and I will definitely answer the question. Thank you so much for watching again. See you the next time. Bye.